Hello and welcome back. So last time, if you've been practicing what you learned last time, you've gotten down this double upward beat. And once again, the focus on that, or the strength on that, comes from this upward beat right here. We're pushing. Alright, so adding a little bit to that, if you recall from single saber, once we have that upward figure 8, the upward obiani was sort of stabbing back behind and unwinding. Okay, and the blade is making this circle down their back. Okay, when you're getting used to this, when you're learning this, it's actually somewhat useful to drag the blade down your back so that you feel it. The same will be true of dual wield. Okay, by dragging the blade down my back, I can keep track of where it is, I can keep track of my timing. But first things first, you need to be able to do this inverse obiani, comfortably with both arms before you attempt at dual wield. Okay, this move is very difficult to get dual wield. The timing is difficult. Alright, so have it down pretty well with both arms. Okay, the timing on this move, just like with the dual figure eights, the force comes from that upswing. Here, that upswing is more complicated. And the force is going to be kind of like swimming. Okay, we're getting that arm coming through like this, like you're swimming the crawl. And that's kind of what it's going to feel like, especially when your movements are big. It's a lot like swimming. Alright, so the timing on this thing, it's going to take a lot of work to get it down, but like the other one, once you get it down, it will eventually snap in so that it's comfortable. But the timing on this, if you watch my shoulders, if you watch when the shoulder comes forward just on a single wield, here it's coming forward, here it's going back. So while one saber is here, the other one is going to be here. Okay, that's on that second beat in the back. So one beat, two beats. Well, this one goes back, this one comes forward. Minimize the motion a little bit. And the blades are going to be staying pretty close to your body. As I mentioned on this one, when you're learning it, one of the better ways to do it is to let the blades touch your back as you do it. Let's see about that. Okay, just to get the timing down, I let the blades touch my back so that I can feel them doing it in a regular order. Okay, I can time it that way. I can also time it by looking in a mirror and watching my shoulders. And you're going to start with big movements on this. If you've seen any of my early videos when I was still trying to get this thing down, the movements were huge. I have one on roller skates, but a lot of this sort of thing. And that helps. And eventually, confine the movement more to the hands, less reaching across the body, and you have the dual upward wield obiani. This takes a lot to get used to, as I mentioned, so you have to be patient with this one. Eventually, it will click in. You also want to be careful, just like with the single wield obiani, you run the risk, if you do this too fast, this move right here, you run the risk of damaging your shoulder. So be careful, be slow through this area. Use your body to turn with it. Don't try to do it all from the shoulder. Pivot the body back. Then try it with, work on the dual wield. And once you get this, it's a pretty advanced move. We can build on that into some other things, like the dual plum flower or the dual super obiani. So practice that, give it the time that it needs in order to get it. I'll see you back here for the next one.